Okay, I think this is going to work. Okie doke. I think we're good. And I got to get this in there. Okie dokie. Hello. And let me make sure I'm on here. I think I am. Okay, that's all good. Okay. This is a class about packing for your class and getting ready for your parties. Simple, not anything complicated, but this is what I do. So you can see back here. Unfortunately, I can't bring it any closer here. Let me see if I can bring my camera a little closer here. See if that works. Okay, I think you can see it. Okay, so I have my Mary Kay bags here. Let me just put them down a little bit more. Okay, great. Here's my Mary Kay bags. And you can get these on MK Connections. They actually, I think, are newer looking than mine, but you don't absolutely need them, but they're great. Okay, in the top bag here, I'm going to slide this one off. What's nice is these are, you feel like a flight attendant. This is going to come off like so. And in this bag would be your roll-up bag. Okay, this is your workable roll-up bag. This is the bag you're going to work out of. Okay, so this is going to have, your skincare, charcoal mask, microderm, satin lips, your brush, CC creams, satin hands. Okay, everything that you use for your class should be in this bag. Okay, easy peasy. Keep it like nice and organized. Then in this bag, I have, well, on the top bag here, I have that lovely cosmetic carrier. And in here, I have brush cleaner. I have mineral powders. I have the liquid eye colors, 2 lip glosses, a micellar water, and a perfect palette. Okay. And 2 other things that I do like to carry with me is, one, I put them in acrylic so I can put them on the table. This is the starter kit in Mary Kay, how you get started. And the second one is your hostess perks or your hostess program. Okay. Because in the beginning of my class, I always talk about my goal is for you to become either a customer and or a hostess, sharing with a few friends, or even consider being in your own business. Okay. So, and when I have them out on the table, it just kind of reminds me to talk about the second appointment, to talk about the party, and to tell them a little bit about why I love what I do. Okay. What else do I have in my bag here? I have my brushes. Now, again, I use the blending brush or I use the liquid foundation brush. I want to expose them to brushes because once people try brushes, I promise you, you will sell a ton of brushes because there's no comparison the tools when you use the right tools. So I like to carry that in the organizer. Excuse me. And then I just realized I have my mirrors and trays. And basically what's in here is my, got to take a new one here. Sorry about that. What goes in here is going to be a beauty profile. Now, again, this is if you're in person, skincare profile. I put 2 cotton rounds that you get at the dollar store. That's for the makeup remover. Okay, your mirror with the placemat and an acrylic tray. Facial cloth. pen to write with, and the Mary Kay Beauty book with the little insert. If you use the flip chart, that's fine. I prefer the beauty books, so everybody gets one of these. And I would pack up 2 of these mirrors for 1 bag, and that would go in here. So if you had 4 people, I'd have 2 of these bags. Then I carry in a folder, I carry extra lookbooks. And your placemats, okay, for your skincare. Obviously, if you're doing color, it's going to be different. Back in here. And then I carry information about the opportunity, which would be, again, a picture of the starter systems, steps to success, which is on section 2 on your order sheet. And then love what you do, which is also on your order sheet, section 2. Okay. So that basically is what's going in my bag. Plus, the last thing is my money bag. And unfortunately, we don't make these money bags anymore. But, and what goes in here, of course, are my sales slips, my extra profiles, color cards to give out for their second appointment to take with them, extra beauty books, pens, money, business cards, calculator if you don't use your phone, but this holds all my financial stuff. Okay, that's as simple as it is to pack for a class. So basically, when you're going from one party or one class to another, the only thing that you're really going to be replacing is you're going to be cleaning your brushes. Okay, important to clean your brushes if you're using them, cleaning your mirrors, putting in the profiles, putting in the facial cloth, putting in the cotton. Easy peasy, put it together, put it back in your bag, and you're ready to go to your next appointment. I don't think it takes 15 minutes, if that. Okay. Now, when you're packing for your party, what I do is, if I've pre-profiled everybody, and pre-profile means I've reached out to them, so they either have filled out a Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app, or I've found out what type of skin they have, so I know kind of what to put in their bag. And I package a bag for each, a travel bag for each person. You'll see on this one, it says Sassy Susan. I put a name on there because sometimes, depending, I might play a game, or I'll put their bag underneath their chair, or I'll just put them, maybe in a living room and they have to go get their own bag. Why do I do that? Because possession is 9/10 of the law. If you know your bag is special and different than your friends, isn't it going to make you feel more special and want you to have it? Okay. So what goes in here would be what you are using on her. Okay. But brand new products. So in other words, you have your skincare, you have your makeup remover, your brush, your satin hands, all of that. Sorry, I have to put it down. Can't hold too long. All of that's going to go in there. Okay. And you're probably saying, okay, but what about all the boxes and stuff? Well, what I do is in another bag, which usually I leave in my car, in my trunk. So what I do is I have, let's say it's her miracle set and whatever. Here are the empty boxes. Her name is on it. So she can go home with the boxes if she likes, but her bag is already set up. This is really for legal purposes and for ingredients so that she can see it. So whatever products, in other words, if I've taken out the satin hands out and put it in there, and Microderm, I use the same bag. So again, They can see the packaging. They can see the ingredients. Easy peasy. Okay. So let me just say this. When they get their bag, okay, now during a party, we have always been taught to stand because we're more educating and teaching people. But when you're actually closing, okay, so you do your first close at the table, okay, which is something like this, where you're going to say, it's compliment time. Let's go around. Doesn't your skin feel great? And again, you notice my head is shaking and I'm having them feel with the back of their hands. And I'm not saying, how does it feel? I'm saying, doesn't it feel great? Okay. When you ask a question like, how does it feel? You can get a lot of things, and that could set you up for a little bit of a negative connotation that people might take. So I always just pose it in a positive frame of mind. Doesn't that feel great? Okay. Now remember, I said my hope is that you're going to be a customer. You're going to be a hostess and share with a couple of your girlfriends, and or consider a business. Now, if they filled out their profile and you've played the name game or the referral game, which would be on the back, they would be having, people that they know that would enjoy Mary Kay. That is your booking or your party list right there. So that is important to use during your party. So that when you close with somebody and now you say, okay, now I'm going to have the private consultation with you. Now, something that was brought to my attention with a party I did 2 weeks ago, I think, yes. I had some ladies that really asked a lot of questions. And one thing I forgot is to say, ladies, tonight we're going to go through 101 of skincare. Any questions that you have, you're all entitled to a private consultation at the end of the party. And so if you could hold your questions till then, that would be great. Because what happens is if everybody keeps asking questions, it keeps throwing you off and your party winds up going a lot longer than it needs to. And mine did. So I'm just saying. All right. So now you're going to do your private consultation. Sorry about that. Which would be in another room. And that's when you're going to sit. Okay. So you always want to get below eye level. Okay. So my person would be over here and she would have her bag. She's going to come in with her bag. I say, who has to go home first? Or who would like to be first? She comes in with her bag. And all I say is, did you have a good time? Doesn't your skin feel great? And take out any products you think you would never, ever use in this bag. And that's what they do. And usually the products they take out is because they don't know what it is, so they might take out the CC cream. And that's where your product knowledge comes into play, because they take out the CC cream. I might say, oh, do you remember that was your protection that we put on that evened out the skin tone, has the SPF, protects from the environment, and really packs a punch with hydrating your skin? And then they go, oh, yeah, I really like that. Okay. And they put it back. And then they might say, pull out another product. Again, you just remind them what the product, the benefits and the features of that product. Whatever they have taken out. Okay. The only time they get the whole bag for free is when they buy everything in the bag. And you can set up your own different sets and stuff. I haven't done that yet. I'm just basically working with the Mary Kay roll-up sheet, the clothes sheet. But let's just say they say, oh, I just want the skincare. That's fine. You now get your other bag that you had in the car or you brought in. You find her name. Okay. You take out the skincare, put it in the boxes, and here's her product. Easy peasy. Let me tell you something. I know this requires you having inventory, but I promise you, in the long run, you will save time. You will sell more, okay? Because they have it. You don't have to go back, deliver it. You don't have to reteach them how to use it. And when somebody has it in their little red hot hands and they can go home that night and look as beautiful and feel as great as they felt, trust me, they will want to do that. And they will want to share with their friends and or even consider the business, because there is no conflict. If they want to start the business, they still should want to have products first. They can start the business, get their products so that they're familiar and fall in love with those products. So my friends, that is basically how to pack for your parties. That is what I have been doing. I am back out holding parties and it feels really good. And really, don't fuss. Don't get crazy with everything's going to be perfect. I mean, I'm doing parties in backyards with hoses and really not the most professional thing. It's not about that. It's about introducing the products, people enjoying them, having fun, liking you so they trust you. And then you'll have a forever customer and or a new team member. So, okay. Hope you enjoyed this. And any questions, you know where I can be found.